Welcome to Rays of Hope, where inspiration meets possibilities. Join us on this journey as we explore videos that illuminate the path to positivity, resilience, and success. Types of perfectionism: understanding and managing different forms. Perfectionism is often seen as striving for excellence, but it can actually wear many masks. From the desire for flawless work to the fear of making mistakes, different types of perfectionism affect people in various ways. It's crucial to understand these types because they can shape how we approach our goals and handle challenges. Whether it's affecting your personal life or career, knowing the kind of perfectionist you are can help you manage it better. This video will explore the main types of perfectionism, shedding light on their unique traits and impacts. Stick around to find out more and see how you can turn perfectionism into a strength. Self-oriented perfectionism. Self-oriented perfectionism involves setting unrealistically high standards for oneself. People with this type of perfectionism often push themselves to achieve perfection in everything they do. They can be their own worst critics, constantly finding flaws in their work or behavior. This section will explore the characteristics of self-oriented perfectionism and its impact on mental health. Characteristics. Self-oriented perfectionism has several distinctive traits that set it apart from other forms of perfectionism. Here are some key characteristics. High personal standards. Individuals strive to meet rigorous self-imposed goals. They set extremely high expectations for themselves, often higher than what others would expect. Self-criticism. They frequently engage in self-criticism, always finding ways they could have done better. This self-criticism can be harsh and unrelenting. Fear of failure. There's a constant fear of failing to meet their own standards. This fear can lead to anxiety and stress, especially when they perceive that they are falling short. Driven by internal motivations. Unlike other types of perfectionism, self-oriented perfectionism is driven by internal desires rather than external pressures or societal expectations. These traits can make self-oriented perfectionism both a motivator and a burden. While it can push individuals to achieve great things, it can also wear them down. Impact on mental health. Self-oriented perfectionism can significantly impact mental health. The relentless quest for perfection can lead to stress and anxiety. The constant pressure to meet high standards can drive levels of stress and anxiety. Individuals may worry excessively about their performance and outcomes. Depression. Persistent feelings of inadequacy and failure can contribute to depression. When people feel they can't meet their own expectations, it can lead to a sense of hopelessness and sadness. Burnout. The never-ending pursuit of perfection can lead to burnout. Exhaustion, both mental and physical, can result from continuous self-imposed pressure and overwork. Decreased self-esteem. Constant self-criticism can erode self-esteem. When individuals repeatedly perceive themselves as failing to meet their own standards, they may start to view themselves negatively. Understanding these impacts can help individuals recognize the signs of self-oriented perfectionism and seek appropriate support. It's essential to find a balance between striving for excellence and maintaining mental well-being. Other-oriented perfectionism. Other-oriented perfectionism is another form of perfectionism, but it is quite different from self-oriented perfectionism. Instead of setting high standards for themselves, people with other-oriented perfectionism set high expectations for those around them. This type of perfectionism can lead to strained relationships and high levels of frustration with others. Characteristics. Other-oriented perfectionism comes with specific traits that stand out. Unrealistic expectations. Individuals expect others to meet very high standards, often beyond what is reasonable. They hold others to rigorous criteria and can be very critical if those standards are not met. Judgmental attitude. They tend to judge and criticize others harshly. This can make them seem unforgiving and difficult to please. Controlling behavior. They may try to control how others perform tasks, often believing their way is the only acceptable method. This control can stretch to both personal and professional settings. Lack of empathy. There is often a lack of understanding and patience towards the mistakes and shortcomings of others. Empathy might be replaced by criticism. These characteristics can make it challenging for other-oriented perfectionists to build and maintain healthy relationships. Impact on relationships. The impact of other-oriented perfectionism on relationships can be significant. Increased conflict. High expectations and constant criticism can lead to frequent arguments and misunderstandings. Friends and family may feel they are never good enough. Resentment. Those on the receiving end of other-oriented perfectionism may start to feel resentment. This can damage relationships over time as people grow tired of being judged. Distance and isolation. Individuals may find themselves becoming isolated as others distance themselves to avoid feeling judged or controlled. This isolation can affect both personal and professional relationships. Trust issues. The constant need to control can undermine trust. When people feel they are not trusted to do things in their own way, it can erode the foundation of the relationship. Understanding the signs of other-oriented perfectionism can help in addressing these issues. It is crucial to find ways to foster empathy, reduce judgment, and set more realistic expectations to maintain healthy and supportive relationships. Socially prescribed perfectionism. Socially prescribed perfectionism happens when people feel pressure to meet high standards set by others. These standards can come from society, family, friends, or even social media. Individuals who struggle with this type of perfectionism often worry about how others see them and fear that they will be judged or rejected if they don't measure up. Characteristics. Socially prescribed perfectionism has several distinct traits. External expectations. People with socially prescribed perfectionism feel strong pressure from others to be perfect. They believe that others expect them to be flawless. Fear of judgment. They are deeply afraid of being judged or criticized. This fear can lead to constant worry about making mistakes or failing to meet expectations. Dependence on approval. Their self-worth is often tied to the approval of others. They constantly seek validation and can feel devastated if they don't receive it. High anxiety levels. They experience high levels of anxiety, especially in social situations where they feel they might be evaluated. These characteristics can make socially prescribed perfectionism particularly challenging to manage. Influence of societal expectations. Societal and cultural expectations play a significant role in socially prescribed perfectionism. Media influence. The media often portrays idealized versions of success, beauty, and lifestyle. This can make people feel they need to achieve these ideals to be accepted. Cultural norms. Different cultures have different expectations for behavior, achievement, and appearance. These norms can create pressures to conform. Family expectations. Family members may have high expectations for academic, professional, or personal achievements. This pressure can be especially intense in cultures that value achievement highly. Social media. Platforms like Instagram and Facebook can amplify feelings of inadequacy, as people often compare themselves to curated, idealized images posted by others. Societal pressures can be relentless, making it difficult for individuals to feel good about themselves. Stay tuned for Part 2, where we'll discuss practical strategies to effectively manage different forms of perfectionism and lead a more balanced life. Thank you for joining us on this uplifting journey with Rays of Hope. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos that spark hope and empowerment. Until next time, keep shining brightly. Thank you for watching.